bit overwhelming, isn't it? And you're like, is this real?
What's your favourite thing to bake?
Anything with biscuits. But I couldn't do it because we had no childcare.
I
know.
Then 15% at New Look. Carly's going, get me a job at New Look.
I used to spend my wages on and I was like, you've just brought it home because it's a cat food box. She's like, yeah. I was like, so we've just literally got someone's rubbish.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you could do a recipe book if you want. And I was like, yes, please.
Did you manifest a recipe book?
This is what I'm about to say. If she could bake it, then anybody can bake
Anyone
it.
can do it.
I'm really sorry to my sister. If it does happen, it happens. Like, I'm 32. There's still time.
I am so bad at steering people off.
This is where we've talked about everything else.
Yeah, everything else, but your book. Can you share some of your favourite family baking memories or experiences that have influenced you to create your book?
So, like I said, every Sunday, me and my mum would bake. So my dad was disabled, and he had MS, and he was diagnosed when I was 7. And I think that the baking on a Sunday was like a thing that me and my mum could do, just us, some time together, because I've got 3 other siblings as well, and I was the youngest. So I think that was like a, time together. And I think that's probably where like my love of it comes from, just having that time. And then everyone else getting to eat the food and enjoying it, and
wow,
being like,
do you like the praise after?
Yeah, because you do. If someone eats something and you want, like, tell me, give me a review of how good that was, and then so I think it comes from there. And then like, I used to make my own little recipe books, like when I was little.
Did you?
And, I was like, this is where my girls get it from, and then it all just come from that. But the actual like process of the book happening was one of the weirdest things.
Tell me.
Ever. So I had a reel go viral. It wasn't even.
What are we talking viral? Talk to me numbers.
I think it was 2 million.
Woo!
Yeah, I think it was 2. And they it was a jam jar with some dried flowers stuck on it, right? And I didn't even. It was like, it makes a really pretty like little garden lantern thing, and I was like, I'm not going to post it because that's ridiculous. Like, everyone knows that if you wanted to make this, you could just put some flowers on a jar. Like, I was really like, should I? So I posted it, and it went mad. And I was like, okay. And then into my email come this email from the publisher saying, oh, we've seen your viral reel. Do you want to write a book? And I was like,
so have you got the right email address here?
Yeah, because it was very like, okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you got an email to say, do you want to write a book just out of the blue, you'd be a little bit like, okay. Like,
I would be questioning, being like, is this real?
Yeah.
And I'd be going to management being like, are they having a laugh?
Well, this is what I did. So then management were dealing with it, and we're like, yeah, then this is real. So then we had this meeting, and they're an American publisher, so we then had to make sure the times all worked out and everything. And they were like, yeah, you could do a recipe book if you want. And I was like, yes, please. So it literally fell, because right time, right place. They saw that video and were like, yeah.
But I do believe in the law of attraction and the power of the universe.
Are you big into manifesting and all that?
Yeah, massive.
Yes.
And I'm very spiritual, and I was actually having a conversation before I actually walked into this podcast, just about negativity and positivity and the difference of it. And I think if you are positive, things do come to you, and they do happen. And I made, did you manifest a recipe book? This is what I'm about to say. I made a vision board in May 2023. Because I'd been listening to Roxy Nafisi and all her stuff. And I was like, right, I'm going to make this vision board. And I've never done it before. And everything on that vision board was like tick box, ticked off. I put on there, write a recipe. Well, I put on there, write a book. And then about 2 months later, the email comes in. And even our house, because we were renting our house. And we wanted to buy it off our landlord. And he said no.
We were like, oh, okay, fair enough. So we looked at some other houses, but you know when you're like,
didn't have the feel.
Nothing feels right. So 2 weeks, again, like a few weeks later, he was like, oh no, I've changed my mind. You can have the house if you want it. And then we brought the house off him, and that was on my, like, you know, as you like tick box, everything.
And you just can't believe that it's like happening to you.
Yeah.
But it is the law of attraction.
Yeah. And like you said, positive thinking and all that kind of thing. Which if you think about, like, obviously there's a lot of science behind it, which I understand none of. But if you think about it, if you're looking for good, you're going to see good, aren't you? Whereas if you're looking for negative,
well, you could wake up every morning and be like, oh, this has happened. I look like that. Moaning. Like, you have to be positive. Yeah. And like, obviously my husband got sick. And when I would try to fill him with positivity, and it's really weird because I run a performing arts school. And I started when did I open the school? 2021. Me and Kelsey opened the school. But we used to go around the country and we used to do workshops for teenage girls. But it was meant to be like dance classes. Yeah. In the end, it turned into this whole, what you give out in life is what you get back. If you're positive, like if you want to go for a job, you need to walk into a job and give eye contact and this. And then I did that, and then it moved on to being a dance school. But I do retreats now and do like circles.
So you've come back to that
space for women. And I was like, I was doing this when I was 21, but I didn't even realise that I was actually doing it.
Yeah.
So it is that, like, it is the power of the universe. Yeah. And I think that even with me going through grief and whatever, people can't believe, I always get asked like, oh, how are you okay?
Yeah.
But it's that positivity.
Yeah.
Like getting you through it. No, and that's what I mean. You've put that, I want to do a recipe book. People listen to this. Manifest.
Honestly.
Get your vision boards out because it can happen. Yeah.
And obviously you've got to put in some groundwork to do. You can't just think, oh, I'm just going to do this and it's all going to come to me.
And also I think you have to be realistic about your goals. Like, you know, putting a recipe book down, but you've never even baked before.
I was making the videos in the first place. Like I was doing this.
You had the recipes
I was doing
there.
The steps that could then take it to be something else. Yeah. You have to have the steps in place first. But it's definitely like, I'm fully here for manifesting. Absolutely.
And Tom was a massive manifestor.
Yeah.
He said he used to stand in the mirror every day and picture himself in front of crowds of people, an audience. And I used to be like, did you? He's like, yeah, Kels, no, I used to just sit with my guitar and I'd be singing, but in my head, I'm imagining crowds and crowds.
No, I've heard that before.
And he's literally a boy. He was a boy.
Yeah.
From Bolton, like you're saying, like a small town like Bolton. Actually, I think it's actually one of the biggest towns in the UK. But
sorry to the people of Bolton.
But he didn't live in London, didn't go to performing arts school, didn't have any training, rocked up to this audition and got into like one of the biggest bands in the UK.
Yeah, because he had the belief that he could do that. And like you see, and if you see it, and I've heard that about like sports people when they win medals and stuff, they visualize winning the medal before they do it, so then they know that feeling.
Well, he did the jump. Remember the game show, the jump, where they used to actually have to do the skiing.
Yeah.
And everyone put money on Tom winning it. Like he was amazing, but Ben Cohen, the rugby player, went against him in the fight. It was the final three. Ben, sportsman, he must have manifested
the mindset.
Mindset that he had. He threw himself down that jump. He landed it and he won the show.
Yeah.
But I said to Tom, I was like, that is the power of the mind, and the sportsman in him is like, right, I'm doing this.
And doing it. Yeah. And then they do, don't they? Yeah. No, it is.
See, this is what I'm saying to you.
We've got
listeners,
distracted.
I'm very sorry. So tell me more about the book. Like, what can we get from the book?
So it is 60 recipes. They're all cute little animals. And it's to inspire. It's mainly like for families to bake, so with your kids. But they are recipes that anybody can do. Like my sister is the very opposite to me. She does not bake. She does not cook. She does not do any of that. And I run my recipes by my sister test. It's like a sister test. If she could bake it, then anybody can make
Anyone can do it.
I'm really sorry to my sister.
No, you're not listening.
Just embarrassing her. Yeah. Sorry. But no, I feel like if she could do it, then it means that anybody.
Do you actually get her over and go, right, there's the recipe, follow it?
She wouldn't be interested. She doesn't like bacon or anything like that at all in the slightest.
Oh.
No, she's complete opposite. But I feel like if she can do it,
anyone
can do it. So there's lots of recipes and like little hacks where, so like one of them is a frog cake, and you make like a normal round cake and then you chop it in half and turn it on its side and then give it little eyes and stuff, like where you can hack it to make it.
I do feel like people have lost it. I mean, this is coming from me, that I do have an amazing lady who makes my kids' birthday cakes, but you know, like that whole baking and you doing it yourself. Yeah. I think Molly May baked Bambi a cake, and it's like,
I think it's coming back, isn't it?
People is doing coming back. Like my nan is the ultimate and the best at baking. Like, but she's old school.
Yeah.
She would never even dream of popping to the shop to go and buy a cake when she could make one at home. Well, like my nan's cookies.
Yeah.
Like at birthdays, even now, so within our family, like obviously I'm 35, you've got my younger cousins and brothers that are in their 20s, and then obviously my kids. We all argue over my nan's cookies.
That's how you know they're good.
Like how many you can all have? Well, Nan, why have you not baked more? I wanted to take some for lunch tomorrow at work.
But my kids, because I've always made their cakes, they want a shop bought cake.
Oh, of course they do.
They're like, can we have one? Yeah, I know. But my mum said she was the same when she was growing up, because she always had homemade ones. So when anyone had like a shop cake, it was like, oh, luxury.
It doesn't hit the same. But
it's not the same, is it?
It does not hit the same.
So they're like, oh, maybe this year I could have a cake. And I'm like, really? Like,
I can make you one.
I can make you whatever
and I can
you
promote
want.
this on Instagram.
And they're like, yeah, I'll just have a normal one. Okay, fair enough.
I do think we all need to go back to the old school way of everything.
I also think there's like a little bit of love in it, isn't there? Like, even if it is a bit rubbish, love. Even if, you know, it doesn't come out picture perfect, like, it doesn't matter. They're going to love it anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. And it's just that effort, isn't it?
Yeah.
But people now, we haven't got the time. We all live on like the craziest busy schedules. Yeah. But, you know, with my nan, she had more time, didn't she?
When someone could be at home to do that. Like, yeah, I get it. But that's what this, like, all the cakes and stuff that are in there, you can do even if you're short on time, and like they are easy.
Yes.
Because that's what we need, don't we?
So even if you feel like you're listening to this and you are the worst baker or chef in the world, get the book and you'll be able to do it.
Yes.
Until next time, I'm Kelsey Parker and this has been Mum's the Word. And we'll be back with another episode, same time, same place, next week.